Now move over to South Asia, where as speculation grows over the cause of the fatal Air India crash that claimed 260 lives. The head of the US National Transportation Safety Board has urged caution, saying that recent media reports are premature and lack proper investigative context. This comes after the preliminary report by the Aircraft Accident Information Bureau, which noted that the fuel was cut off mid-flight, prompting one pilot to question the other, who denied having done it. Following this, several media reports suggested that the crash may have resulted from pilot error or confusion in the cockpit. In a statement posted on July the 18th, the top US official chair, Jennifer Homendy, criticised early assumptions and reporting on the incident, which claimed that the aircraft's captain may have manipulated fuel flow switches before the crash. She said that investigations of such magnitude take time and stressed that it is not the time to create public anxiety or angst towards the safety of Indian aviation industry on the basis of unfounded facts. The officer also urged both public and media to refrain from spreading premature narratives that risk undermining the integrity of the investigative process. Prior to this, AAIB on the July 17th had criticised the Wall Street Journal for what it called unverified and selective reporting regarding a pilot's alleged role in the Air India Flight 171 crash that killed 260 people. The Wall Street Journal, citing an assessment by US officials, reported that black box recordings suggest that the captain had turned off the fuel control switches just seconds after Air India's flight crashed into a resident doctor's hostel in Ahmedabad shortly after takeoff. We're now joined by Vandana Singh, who's an aviation expert. She joins us live from the Indian capital of New Delhi. Vandana, thank you very much for joining us on the program. Once again, we've had some reassurance that this is still an ongoing investigation here. The preliminary report is out and people can make their judgments from that. But what do you make of these media outlets making these allegations, specifically the Wall Street Journal, and the language they use before a final report has been conducted by the Indian authorities?
Thank you for having me on your show. It's an honor.
Pleasure.
And this discussion, thank you, has been going on for quite some time. Before we are getting into the whys and the hows, and the AAIB is sitting in a closed door investigation, the Bureau is sitting and examining everything. We know that such kind of accident reports can go into months and sometimes even a year or so or more. Now, having said that, this crash happened on 12th of June, and already 12th of July, the first preliminary report was out. Post that, there has been so much of speculation going on, so much of fake news, that I may say so, that is happening. And yesterday, of course, 8:36 in the morning, what Wall Street Journal came out with was indeed shocking, rather day before. And how can they get to such conclusions before even knowing the facts? How can they even start having a certain narrative which can be very painful for everybody, not just the pilots or the pilots' unions or the 270 people who have perished and their immediate families, but also to the entire global fraternity as well as the entire nation. This is not just unfair or impractical or unjust for a respectful journal like WSJ to come out with something like this. I think it's highly unethical. And these were my words right in the beginning. And now with the NTSB coming up and saying that, yes, please do not speculate. It's very premature for anybody, including the WSJ, to come out with such reports is definitely good, because at least they will put a full stop to all this fake speculations and permutation combinations and theories that are rotating. And I think none of the stakeholders can be, scot-free. Everybody is held accountable until the actual cause of this crash comes out in proper light, and let the AAIB, which is the leading body, please continue with its investigations. Over to you, sir.
Vandana Singh, thank you so much for your insight on that issue.